Good day and welcome. In this tutorial I'll be demonstrating how to make an entity glow dependent on an XML data coming through. So first I'm going to show you a demonstration what it will happen. So when you go in, I'll press P and it will glow, and the numbers, as you can see, are flowing through as per normal. When it goes to 0 it will actually turn off, and when it hits above 1 it will turn on. Alright, let's start. Now, of course, you need to have prior knowledge on Sandbox 2 and Flowgraph, and also creating entities in SketchUp. Now, the XML I have in front of me is an XML taken from a site called Petrubi. This is a site here. It basically displays data flowing through, showing temperatures, temperature range, humidity, and so on. So I've taken from that. You can create your own if you want. Alright, so first off, and also you must have installed a plugin, and the plugin is called Crysis Flowgraph plugin system. Now you need to install this so we can access the XML node in the Flowgraph. So let's get straight to it. Go into Entity, into Physics. Once you've created, make sure you've created an entity. Go into Basic Entity and just drop it in there. Actually, start up again. Go into that. Now I'm going to click Snap to Terrain. Basic Entity, Snap to Terrain, and it will actually load up into the terrain here. Go into Model on the right. Click on Folders and click on your entity you've created and exported. This is mine. As you can see, I'll just rotate this and level it. Okay. Alright, now go down on the right. You will see Flowgraph Create button. Just click on that. Type in glow. Then you will see this screen. Once you're in the screen, add node, right click add node. You'll get all your nodes, and in there go into input key. So when we start and press P, so we'll just put in P into the key on the right side there, and you'll see the P entered there. When we start, it will actually when we go into game, when you want to start the engine, you just press P. Add node, logic any, from pressed into slot 1. Add node, logic, time delay, so it will delay coming through. When with the out delay, go back, link that back into logic any into slot 2. Add node, XML, open document, and link that to execute. Now underneath execute you'll see a file. Go on the right hand side, top right hand side. You need to enter the file name of the XML you've saved. Once you've saved this, it will be in your mods folder once you've installed the plugin. So the mods folder, just save it in there, under the folder I've created here, and the file name is 35484. .xml, make sure it's right or it won't work. Under file there's a location, make sure you change this to mod because it's a modified location. Go to add node, XML get root. Now what we're doing here, link it from success to execute. If you look at the XML, the root is this, the child is this. So what we need now, once you've linked it, add node, get child, XML get child. And from success, execute. Now underneath the get child, there's a name. We need to add in the name, and from my XML, the child is environment. So I'll just copy that and add it in. Okay. Now we need a math up and down counter. This will send the data from 1 to a limit of 12 or 10, whatever you want to set it up. Now link success to increment and set the high limit to 12 and the low limit to 1. So when it goes up to 12, counting those values, it will drop back down to 1 again and then back up again. Add node, XML, get child at. And what we want to do here is link out to execute and index. And we need to add a name, and that child of environment, the name we need is data, because data holds the value. So we'll add in data. And add node, XML, get attribute. And here we'll link from get child at to get attribute. Execute. Under name, it's ID. And if you look at the Excel again, data is a child, the attribute is ID, and the attributes are ranging from 0 to how many ID values there is. From there, we'd add node, get child at, from success to execute, and under that, we need to add current value. So from ID, data ID, this is the segment we need. Current value, I'll just copy that actually. Make sure it's the correct spelling. Add node and XML get value. So from that segment in current value in the XML, it will get the value and execute it. Alright. Now we'll add node. We'll introduce the HUD, show HUD message, from value, trigger, link to message. When we go into play, Control G, it will show the values on screen in the middle there. From there, we'll add node. We'll add in math multiply. The values are quite large when we're actually glowing the object. We just wanted to actually reduce it to a minimum. So from value, we'll link it to A, and in B section, just put in 0.2. So whatever value A is, it will times it by 0.2, so it will be a lower value. Add node, math less. This will introduce a boolean type of value or trigger. So basically, what we're going to enter in here in A, so you link it from math multiply out to B. In A section, enter in 1, or any other number. What happens is the value, anything above 1 will trigger true, anything above 0 will trigger false, or vice versa, really up to you. Add strings, so add node, in string, set string, copy that, so grab another one, and now we need to go into our material editor. Best way I do it is to change something. Go into material, modify material, pick material, and pick the section you want. Once you've selected that, and as you can see, that selection was the stone web map, stonewood web. That's my selection. And when we use the glow, it will glow. Now, what we need to do here is just click on house, or click on the object name itself, duplicate. It will create another set, and in this set, the duplicate set, go into the flooring, which my one was stonewood web. I'll just add the glow amount of 6.4, and then click on house 1 again. And what I'm going to do is copy name to clipboard, and just go out of that. Bring in your flow graph again. Now in set string, let's add the name of that object. As I said, it's objects and house 1. Now house 1, I've increased the glow. So what I want to do is anything above 1 is true, so it will glow. Anything below, now I need to add in, true linker to set. And the second string, I will just paste that on the right side again. And with the second string, I will delete the number 1 because that's not glowing. And when it's under 1, it's false set. So when it's true, above 1 goes in true, glows. When it's not, goes out, turns off. Let's try it. Control G, press P. Oh, I forgot one other thing as well. We need to add in the material. Just add node, go back to flow graph, add node logic any, and link the output to slot 1 and 2 for both strings, and then add node entity material. Now you need to select your object and assign it to the node. So right click, assign selected entity, and link out to material. And then jump in, press B, and there you go. When it goes to 0, turns off. It goes above, turns back on. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.